It's our good buddy Rick Rule from the band Every Mother's Nightmare right here on the Classic Metal Show from their Deeper Shade of Grey release. That is the title track. And that's one guy I liked, that Rick Rule.
Yeah, he's a good old Southern boy.
Yes, he's just a good dude. I met him the one time, and he's been on the show 2 or 3 times since then. And
sure, just a nice guy. And what do you think of the new record?
It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a modern twist to it.
Okay.
But, overall, it's not a bad record. I've been a fan of Every Mother's Nightmare since, I'm going to say about 1990.
Right.
And I've liked just about everything they put out.
Yeah. I don't know very much of their stuff, but everything I've heard, I've been like, okay, that's not bad. I'm in.
Yeah. I think, for you, and I'm only making a comparison to somebody that you interviewed this week. You interviewed, I can't even pronounce the way that he says it now, but Mikhail Majenko of Steelheart.
Yeah. Or Mike Menajevic.
Yeah, Mike Menajevic.
Yeah. He used to be Mike, now he's like Mikhail or something.
Yeah, well, he basically took back his what is it, Swedish?
I don't know.
His formal Swedish name rather than just being Mike. He's Majenko or something.
Yeah, some stupid name.
So how did that interview go?
Didn't.
Oh, you didn't talk to him?
It's getting rescheduled.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, but dude, somebody sent me this video, and I know I said it on Facebook this week. I don't know dick about Steelheart. I really don't. I know the one song, and that's it. And I listened to it, and it's not bad or anything, but did you ever see this video? It was at their last gig, and it was such a bad deal that it broke up the band that he went to climb up on some kind of scaffolding, and the whole fucking scaffolding fell down on his head.
I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, I'll have to find it for you. It's he went to climb up on some scaffolding during a show, and the whole thing tumbled down and hit him in the head, and he got a concussion and got sent to the hospital and everything. And allegedly that was like the final straw. And then after that, he blew out the whole band, and I guess moved to South Korea or something, and was doing like pop stuff or something.
So was this like in the early 90s or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If someone in the chat room can look it up, look up Mike Menajevic, I don't know, scaffolding falls on head or something, because it's a crazy video. Maybe I don't remember who sent it to me, but it's I'm looking for it right now because the video is fucking ridiculous. But literally, I've never seen nothing like it. It's like the whole stage fell down on his fucking head. And then the other guy got pissed off because I guess he got hit with the scaffolding too. So he started smashing his guitars and all the fucking amps and shit.
Sounds like everybody was on edge anyway.
Dude, well, they probably were, but this was like the final straw was pulling the scaffolding down on the stage. I'm looking. I don't remember if it was Toomey or who sent it to me. I'll have to find it, but yeah, it's just crazy shit. Nah, I can't find it. It's not coming to me. Somebody in the chat room will find it.
All right.
It's on YouTube. It's a video on YouTube, and yeah, James Allen hitting it. It's kind of like the Bret Michaels thing, only way more fucking scary.
Okay.
And I mean, it just, wow. It just fucking leveled his.
Yeah, I was not aware of that at all.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but from what I was reading after, because I looked it up, that was like the final straw, and after that he fired the whole band and fucking quit for a long time, and then when he came back, he didn't bring any of those fucking guys back.
Yeah. Well, that was the last gasp of the 80s hair bands, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been a Steelheart fan. I do have their CDs, at least their first 2 releases.
Yeah. I got to be honest. Their songs in Firehouse, I never knew there was a difference. They sound the same to me. I mean, they're okay. I don't hate either, but there you go. It's in the chat room, and
yeah, I see that.
Go ahead and play that and watch that. It's
all right.
Crazy.
I'm going to play that, see what happens here.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm watching it, so I know you're not hearing it on your end, but I'm watching it.
Okay.
So they're playing Sticky Side Up.
Okay.
So I see they're really just jamming out there. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens. What amazes me is that somebody had footage available to upload to YouTube.
Right.
You know, so I got to wonder, I mean, this was probably filmed in the early 90s.
Right.
So what do you think the person who filmed this was filming with? They had to have a handheld camcorder, right?
You would think so.
Okay. And they saved the video after all these years.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play the rest here. Well, I gotta give them props that even after that whole truss fell,
yeah,
they never stopped playing.
No, that's just part of the. Maybe that's why he fired them all, because they kept on playing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I've never seen that. That's okay. So that whole rig fell over.
Yeah. And then the guitar player loses his mind and starts smashing shit and fucking knocking over amps and everything else.
That was their big finale.
Yeah. Of a band.
Wow. All right. Your daughter's birthday was today.
Yes.
You made a post out there today about your thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm.
On your Facebook.
Yeah.
So, not that this really has to do with your daughter so much.
Okay.
But our good friend Aussy Ace sent this over.
Okay.
Does your daughter have princess syndrome?
Very doubtful, but I don't know exactly what that is.
All right. Well, we're going to find out what that is.
All right.
Let's face it. Most kids go through turbulent times as they enter late childhood and on to adolescence. Mm-hmm. Their behavior may range from mildly irritating to rude, demanding, or downright rebellious.
Ooh.
One moment, everything is fine in the world. In the next moment, they have declared war on the entire household.
All right.
While this can be a normal part of life with a teenager, it could also be indicative of something else that your daughter is dealing with in a form of princess syndrome.
Okay.
What is princess syndrome?
Don't know.
Princess syndrome is a colloquial. Is that how you say that word?
Colloquial? I don't know.
Colloquial. A term used in parts of Asia to describe the behavior and the mindset that is egocentric or narcissistic.
Okay.
Girls who view the world this way have unrealistic expectations and have behaved badly when the things don't turn out the way that they expect.
Wow.
Now, did you deal with any of that at all?
Not really, no.
Okay. Life revolves around them, their comfort, their beauty, their indulgence, and self-worth. Girls who have princess syndrome are focused almost entirely on their own needs and their wants, are largely unable to see issues, including their own behavior that affects others, frequently have a strong sense of false entitlement. They believe they deserve or are owed what they want simply for being who they are.
Okay.
Often have an obsession with their looks, live in a fairy tale world expecting life to be perfect, often struggle to be self-sufficient and are therefore in need of rescue by a hero.
Okay.
May struggle with body image issues, frequently find it difficult to form solid, lasting friendships, often find themselves in difficult or controlling romantic relationships because the hero becomes a dictator. Does any of that work for you?
I would never have any of that, but it sounds like every millennial.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds like Moogle's getting ready to call back in.
We tell them they should be a princess. Our society is obsessed with princess culture. The messages are everywhere, from T-shirts to movies to the games we play. Girls are told that they are princesses and they can have the life that princesses have. Even adults get caught up in the glamorous world of a princess. Romantic fiction and movies regularly portray princess values and a hero sweeping in to perform a rescue or take charge.
Right.
Yet we are rarely questioning the messages we are receiving from the bombardment with princess culture. What are our girls hearing? What are they seeing? What are they basing their values and their life expectations on?
This sounds like an excuse for bad parenting.
Well, more or less. Look at that picture Phil Lewis posted in the chat.
It's Princess of the Down. I see it. I'm just trying to gloss over it like I didn't see it.
Right. It's impossible to avoid the princess culture completely. It's a better idea to teach your daughter to adopt good values and make sound choices that are grounded in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Some ideas you could try include avoiding reinforcing princess behavior. When your prima donna starts to misbehave, let her know that it's not acceptable. Yeah. Refuse to back down and tell her that you will not engage with her until she is ready to behave politely and sensibly. Mm-hmm. It will take time, but screen what your daughter watches and reads. Try to help her choose viewing or reading material that reinforces healthy, realistic expectations. Be prepared to discuss the values and life lessons portrayed and why you might or might not find them acceptable in the real world.
Mm-hmm. This is the most dumb piece of advice you've ever read on this show. So basically, watch PBS. Well, where are you going to go to? What show? I wish this guy. Are there examples of shows that you should watch with your kid?
Well, I haven't got that far yet, but I'm going to guess no.
I mean, because what are you going to watch in today's world that's going to teach these fucking magical values that you're supposed to monitor with your kid? There's not a such thing that's being produced today. Today's television is about fucking and crime.
Right.
That's what TV is now, fucking and crime. So I guess you watched what? The fucking shows and then tell them, well, don't do what they did. Don't rob that bank. Don't suck his dick.
You see what they're doing there? That's not a good idea.
Yeah, they may look like they're having fun, but trust me, they're not. All I got to do is say, remember your mom? Yeah, enough said. Don't be her. Is that a good enough lesson? That took a minute.
Right. Well, again, this goes back to exact, what you just said is that this boils down to bad parenting.
Yeah.
And all of these tips that they're giving more or less are telling parents that they need to be more engaged with their children.
Yeah. This is an article that is combating 20 years of shit parenting.
Right.
By saying, oh, yeah, well, you should do it. No. You know what you should do? You should never let it get to this fucking place in the first place.
You're exactly right.
You know, when your kid was 5 years old and was screaming, you fucking take him outside and you sit him in the fucking car. That's when you fucking cheat. You don't teach them when they're fucking 16. You teach them when they're 3, 4. When they're 5 years old screaming for a lollipop. When they're 8 years old and they're screaming for, whatever. That's when you smash the goddamn PlayStation. You get a sledgehammer and you smash it right in front of them. There, now I don't have to hear about their fucking PlayStation. Do your fucking homework. Not that I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Not that I ever did that.
I see a new book in the works. Parenting by Chris Aiken.
I could write the parenting book because I was a fucking motherfucker when they were little. I mean, I had them out there. Dude, I had them out there shoveling driveways with spoons, fucking picking up pine needles and putting them in bundles of 50. And you've been to my house to where, how I have all those trees?
Right.
I'd have them do every goddamn pine needle in the yard into bundles of 50. And if I found one bundle that was 49, I'd make them start over. I was a total fucking dick. Digging up bricks that line the fucking walkway between the front yard and the backyard and washing them and then burying them back again. Just monster asshole punishments. My kids knew that they did not want to fuck up with me. Because if they did, it was 12 hours of absolute hell. And they didn't want to do it. So they didn't. And now they're fucking 3 pretty straight up kids.
Right. You should encourage friendships with other girls who are good influences. Well, again, that all depends on the parents of those other girls.
Yeah. How do you make that determination exactly?
Exactly. Well, we never like to judge other people's kids.
Mm-hmm.
And encourage, repeated selfish and demanding behavior by another child will definitely have an influence on your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from that little asshole. We don't want them around here.
Right.
We definitely have an influence. They definitely have an influence on your daughter. At first, she might resist behaving that way herself, but over time, if she sees it's often enough, it will have an effect. Nip it in the bud and encourage friends who are good for her.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. It's like, how do you know that?
Yeah. Just, you know what? If you interact with your kid day to day and you know what your kids are doing, your kids will be fine. It's like all these solutions are, well, you're starting from a place of, I have no idea how to raise my fucking kid. That's what this is. This is I have no idea what to do and my kid's a nightmare. Help me.
Right.
If you've let your kid get to this age, 13, 14 years old, and you've let them be fucked up, they're going to be fucked up. You might as well teach them where the coke dealers are.
Right.
Because that's where they're going.
Or the stripper pole.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she's going to end up doing. She's going to be coming to the stage. It's Barbie. That's what her future
it's Brandy with 2 E's.
Brandy with 2 E's.
Exactly. Be careful how you portray attitudes to physical beauty. If a lot of emphasis is placed on looks, your daughter will come to believe that looks are the thing that makes her attractive, successful, or gains her the attention she is seeking. It's a far wiser approach to emphasize a beauty of the heart. It attributes the kindness, thoughtfulness, and caring towards others. Please. A good-looking girl is always going to get the gig over some fucking pig. Of course.
If you give two girls of equal skill, completely equal skill, and one looks like she's hot, and one looks like she should be put into an inferno, they're going to take the hot one.
Of course.
Every time. That's a ridiculous. I get it. You want to make them feel special, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Make them feel special by making them want to achieve. That's the best lesson you could teach any kid, boy or girl. Make them want to achieve. If you are achieving, people will want you. People will want to spend time with you.
Right.
people will always want to be around you as long as you're achieving. If you're a fucking bum, as a guy, if you're a bum, no chick's going to want you. If you're a bum as a chick, you better suck a good cock because that's the only way the guy is going to want you.
Sure.
But if you're achieving and you're making money, you're going to have no problems. You're never going to have any problems. No matter what you look like, no matter what you sound like, nothing. You got coin in your pocket, someone's going to be attracted to you. It's just the reality of life.
It is. Help your daughter to formulate values and expectations that will allow her to question anything that conflicts with them. The media, in particular, is a source of never-ending messages that conflict with the values you might be trying to help your daughter establish. Teach her to question things she hears and sees rather than just internalizing them.
Okay.
Teach your daughter about dressing appropriately and the unspoken message we send through the way we dress. Teach her that people who will value her as a person will be attracted to her character and personality rather than be attracted by her looks or the way she dresses.
All right, I guess.
And while princess culture is all around us, princess syndrome doesn't have to be a fact of life. With some intentional parenting and focused attention, your daughter can avoid many of the traps and temptations presented by princess culture, helping her to have a balanced view of life and realistic expectations will be a long way towards her future happiness and contentment.
Okay.
All right. So there's a little parenting tip for you.
Thank you.
From Aussy Ace.
When I need parenting tips, I go to you and Ozzy, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Aussy Ace felt that was necessary for us to share.
Thank you, Ozzy.
So if you got spoiled bitch daughters, you better get on it quick.
Yep.
So otherwise you're going to be fucked.
Yep.